Welcome to another exciting episode of the Petras' Cook. We're making chili.
So since we don't put any meat in our chili, we use sweet potatoes as kind of like the filler with beans.
So we have carrots, zucchini, sweet potatoes,
Green
one
pepper,
green
red
pepper,
one
onion.
onion.
Yep. And then
Garlic.
Mike put a ton of spices in.
I do a combination of cumin, mostly cumin, Italian seasoning, extra oregano,
You said it wrong.
some thyme, chili pepper, red pepper flakes, cayenne. Gotta make it spicy.
It's so good though.
Got some cayenne, chili powder.
She likes to blow your face off. Not really. But it is spicy. It'll make your nose run.
Some pepper flakes. Smells good.
Oh, smell.
Smell amazing.
Can we tell them exciting news?
What?
We're getting a new camera.
Yeah. So, we vlog a lot, obviously.
Obviously.
But we're gonna start vlogging more for Swish and Flicks channel. Originally, like, you know, back when Swish started, closer to when it started, everybody got cameras except Katie and I got one to share. But we've been debating and thinking like it would be really cool to be able to get different angles and stuff like when we go on trips for Swish. So I don't know, maybe we'll utilize it for some extra shots here.
I can't
to
wait
get to know like how to use it and stuff.
I can't wait to touch it. It's so pretty. Oh, hey, you can't be doing stuff without me showing it.
These are mild chili beans. Realistically, I would have liked to put medium, but Katie told me to put mild.
I did.
So we discovered that the white chili beans, we usually use a combination of 2 red chili beans and 1 white chili bean, but the white chili bean had
Chicken stock.
chicken stock in it. So no more white chili beans.
That's okay.
I mean, really, I think they all pretty much taste the same, so.
Look at all these beans.
Fire roasted diced tomatoes.
Oh my god, we love fire roasted tomatoes.
Oh, this one says with seasonings. I feel like I usually don't get seasonings, so this has chili in it, so
Oh god.
this could burn our faces off. And a good old big can of crushed tomatoes. Look at this pot of chili.
So what we do, because we make so much of this, is we freeze it, because then it sounds funny, but we freeze it in like a flattish kind of container.
And then I like cut it into cubes
And then we
so
just
that we
cut
can
it.
defrost it like 1 serving at a time.
It's perfect. We'll just like throw 2 cubes in. It's pretty much like, not like an ice cube, like a block, we'll say a small block. And it's perfect sizing, perfect portions. You just heat it up in a pan on the stove. I wish you guys could smell it.
Waft it to you.
I'm done. Are you done now?
I legitimately really want more cumin, but I'm gonna double check.
Oh bother. We're out of cumin.
So you want to bring it to a little boil, and then you cover it, mostly. I leave that much open. 1 hour later. Yum. Get in my belly. Episode 2. Teddy is not amused by Game of Thrones.
Nah.
Alright. I think that this is a spoiler for your review of episode 2, season 1 of the Game of Thrones. What is up with that queen lady and why is she so mean?
I don't like her.
Not a fan. Also, the prince kid, her son.
Not cool.
That's all I gotta say about this episode.
I gotta say my favorite thing about Game of Thrones is the dire wolves.
The wolves are so cute.
They're awesome.
Alright. Iggy's adoption story coming at you. But first, break for Teddy.
He has not moved since before the Game of Thrones episode.
Which also means we have not moved.
True.
Iggy.
What a rump.
Iggy.
I don't think he's excited for his story. Hey! Iggy!
Iggy. He's annoyed.
Iggy! We gotta talk about you. Okay, so.
We have a crabby cat.
We have a very crabby cat, but we said we were gonna shout the person out who asked about their adoption stories, and that was Amy, so thank you very much.
Yes.
So today is Iggy's turn.
So over it.
He's so not having this.
Iggy, usually you're like so cute. Come on.
So Meg has a huge part of this, more so than I do. It started out with, we had Teddy, knew that we wanted another cat, so basically it was like kind of understood that if one of us found a kitten, it was coming home, and if the other one came home and there was a kitten, it was okay.
Yeah.
So I get a call from Meg saying, oh my god, someone at my work told me that there's a group of kittens at PetSmart. I'm going right after work to look. And I was like, okay.
And she was a customer who like has been known, like I knew her pretty much as somebody who loved animals and was always looking out for like new adoptions, and so I trusted like her judgment with it. And
yeah, she
knew that we were looking for a kitten, so she was kind of on the hunt for us. So she told us. So after work, I went to PetSmart.
He's really grumpy.
He's super grumpy. I saw him. It was him, and he had a brother in the cage with him who was all orange. And their names were Wacko and Yakko. He was Yakko, which is pretty accurate because he's a talker.
Oh yeah.
I decided then that I would fill out the adoption form so that we could get the process started, because like when you go to PetSmart, sometimes the application process is different per litter because they have not agencies, but
they work with
other
rescues.
They work with other rescues, and like each rescue has their own set of rules, or each foster has their own set of rules. So Iggy was fostered, and that foster mom had specific things that she wanted with the people that were going to adopt the kittens.
Oh yeah. Which is good, but
super specific. So I apply to adopt Yakko.
Yakko.
Then I go to work the next day, which is a Saturday. I get a call from the foster mom, and she wants to interview me. Now I'm thinking this is gonna take
5 minutes.
5, 10, 15 minutes tops.
Like, thankfully it's slow on Saturdays, and thankfully you were working with someone who's
I was working with our roommate.
Yeah.
So thankfully he didn't care. I took the call, and it lasted probably 2.5 hours. I mean,
it was that long?
Yeah.
I knew it was long, but
yeah, she just like would not stop talking. She was asking me questions.
Was her name Yakko?
Yeah. I mean, like, I felt like I was taking a test. We passed it, obviously. She was just asking me a ton of questions, like how we take care of our animals. Do we have a vet? She was telling me about him. So, like, he was rescued when he was so little that he needed to be bottle fed.
Let me tell you, you can tell he was a bottle fed cat.
So
he's spoiled.
And
we love him.
And she told me that there can be personality differences in cats because he was bottle fed. He just tends to be a little bit more needy. He's spoiled, as Katie said.
We do nothing to discourage his spoiledness.
Yeah, he's just very spoiled. And you know what? I don't care. That it is what it is. So she was telling me about that, and she was making sure I didn't have any questions. Like, she was so thorough, and like it was really great that she cared that much about the adoption process. But in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have taken that call at work.
Well, now it's a good story.
But I was just so excited about adopting a kitten that I was like, no, oh my gosh, what if I don't take this and then I lose it? So I took it. And it was worth it. I think it was that night. We took a drive out to the PetSmart that Yakko was at, and we picked him up. And he's been my best little buddy ever since. And on the car ride home, we named him Ignotus Peveril because we have Teddy Lupin and Ignotus Peveril. So the theming with our kitty cats is that they all have Harry Potter names. And I kind of wanted them all to be like, I mean, we call him Iggy. So like nobody would ever guess that Iggy
is Ignotus.
Is a Harry Potter name. And like Teddy, you probably wouldn't. I mean, if you know us, you might assume that that's like a Harry Potter name, but...
My friend thought I named him after Teddy Grahams because I really like Teddy Grahams.
Yeah.
When we picked up Iggy,
yeah, he
was in his little compartment. Not a cage, it was like a glass thing. But you could call it a cage. With his little compartment. His little orange brother. You know, I was excited. We're getting a cat. Super stoked. The worker lady goes, you know, in the back room and she picks up Iggy. And she holds him up to his little orange brother and was like, okay, say goodbye to your brother. Tears. I mean, I was sobbing in PetSmart and I was ready to take the other cat home. I was like, we can't do that. We can't separate these cats.
I gotta say that I don't think that Iggy cares at all.
No, he probably prefers that there's not another cat in the house.
He really, like, wants to be the only cat. Like, you can tell from his personality that he could care less if the other cats were here. But he tolerates them well. He just wishes he was the main squeeze.
I'm gonna go see if I can find him because we didn't have enough shots of him.
He's the main squeeze in my heart.
Excuse me.
My animal heart.
I tell Teddy he's the only man in my life.
Iggy's the only man in my life. But we get him home and then like immediately he was so sick.
So sick.
Like,
my mom later told me, she's like, I thought you were gonna lose that kitten.
Yeah. He has upper respiratory infection virus, which like never really goes away. It's always there. He's always stuffy in his head. He sneezes really loud. He's like kind of a really gross cat, but we love him for it. He'll snort because he's like trying to breathe through his nose.
There's nothing, I mean...
there's really, like, nothing. Yeah. Like, we can give him a vitamin, and we do whenever, like, we notice it's getting bad. Like, it's seasonal, actually.
We put him in the bathroom with the shower turned on.
Saunas. Yeah. But, yeah, and he just, like, he couldn't eat any... Like, nothing stayed in him. It all just, like, came right out of him. He was so sick for, like... 2 to 3 solid weeks. We dropped a lot of money on him for college kids who like had zero money. We dropped a lot of money on this kitten. He was worth every penny.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I think, because I mean he really was very sick. He required a lot of special care. It kind of helped us bond, which was nice. I mean, like, he was either in our room or in the bathroom and we were with him in the bathroom.
I'll insert a picture of him home on his first day, and if we can find it, insert one of Teddy kissing his little brother, which is the sweetest picture ever.
And I'll throw in a bonus right here that I'll share after. I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh, he had to have special food, special medicine, like everything. And I honestly,
he had special wet food. We had to mix medicine into the wet food.
I honestly wonder, like, if he had gone to another home, I don't know if he would have made it. Like, you have to have had the patience and like just the utmost love for this little dude to help him through it. And I'm glad that like we were able to give that to him.
I'm glad we got him.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like Katie said, I don't know if he would have made it with another owner.
I mean, he was a strong little dude, but he was very sick.
He was very sick.
But
he's good now.
Now he's a behemoth. He's 17 pounds.
That was the last time that we weighed him too, so like it could be more than that by now.
No, he lost weight the last time.
I really don't believe that though. Like, that's so bogus. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's just like a whatever, you know.
Very nonchalant cat. Takes a lot of crap from us. Like, I mean, like, you saw how annoyed he was, but he would never, like, bite me.
Oh, no.
He would never swipe at me and injure me in any way. Like, he's very tolerant.
Same with Teddy.
Yeah, they're just, like, the sweetest boys.
I've always said that between those two,
we have the perfect cat.
I have everything I've ever wanted in a cat.
Iggy's hilarious. Like, he makes me laugh every single day.
Big dopey cuddle dude.
Just the cutest. He does these like derpy things where he'll like roll on his back and just be like staring at you upside down.
I wish he would do it.
Thing. I know.
We'll catch him on camera.
And then Teddy is just a cuddle bug. Very
So
sweet boy. Iggy is like mischievous. Iggy will knock everything over that he walks by.
Every day, all the time. Let's go find him.
Go find him.
Iggy, why are you in here? Why are you in here? We're talking about you. Hey. Hi. Look at your adorable little face. Your mom's gonna freak when she sees this. Do you want some treats? Do you want treats? What? Do you want this? Hey.
Iggy.
Good boy. Where is it? Where is it? He's like, I don't care. Just give it to me. Here, buddy.
Teddy, you are just always the sweetest.
Okay, bye.
Well, oh yeah, another thing. So Katie put that picture in of Teddy hissing at Iggy, but we wanted to give you a disclaimer that Iggy is actually the one that hissed at Teddy first.
Before he was even out of his carrier into his new home, Teddy came up to like sniff it, and he is the sweetest when it comes to new animals coming in. Like when we got Minnie, which her story will probably be tomorrow if she wants to hang around. When she came home, Teddy was like following her around, doing a little chirps, making sure she was okay.
God. He was so cute with her.
He's just so good. He's such a good big brother.
And Teddy, or Iggy, was just like, I'm the king of this house. I'm only 9 weeks old. I don't care. You're 2. What's that? That's just very Iggy.
It's such a reflection of that cat.
Well, thanks for following along on today's adventure.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
I was trying to get him to be cute.
You stepped on my glasses. I need those to see. Do you want to try them on? Don't bite them.
Not having it.
Oh, so dapper, sir.